me, maybe not. We'll see. All's good. Let me see. Trying some different new ways here, right, Will? Okay, why is that so bright? I don't want that so bright. We'll figure it out. All right, a lot of bright stuff behind me. Let's see. How come live? Hello, everyone. How's it going? Let me see if this is going to work. In broadcast, banners, comments. All right. Let's see. I'm going to go live. All right, well, you go on and see if you can confirm that. Picture's not so great on one, but it's all right. All right, talk to you later. I love you.
Ciao.
All right, ciao. Stacy, Maria, let's see, Melissa, hello to everyone. I've got a little different setup, so I apologize. A little brightness in the back. And sorry I'm late today. It's a beautiful day, and we're going to be talking about fertility. Oh, my God. Can Dr. Kiltz not talk about anything else? So we've got, let's see, we got Facebook, YouTube here, and we got Instagram over there. We're trying a new way to see how this all works and helps you guys and get some good questions. Altamis, hello. Leela, hello. Blake, I was down in Sarasota looking at our new building, so I'm really excited about it. And hopefully by July or August, we'll be open, maybe sooner. I'm going to do everything I can to continue to make fertility more affordable, accessible, and integrating Eastern and Western practices. Hello, we make a family. JJ Patterson, Kiggy, 5. Let's see, Marcipio. I apologize if I'm missing anyone's name. Sorry, I'm late. Let's see. Would you guys rather a 7 o'clock on Sundays or a 10 a.m.? I'm usually an earlier guy anyway, so it's kind of an easy one for me. All right, let me see. I got to just make one little change here because sometimes I got too much yickety yak. Get rid of that. Okay, there we go. Nope, get rid of that. There we go. That may be a little bit easier. So can you guys all hear me all right? And let's see, when would you suggest ERA? Confidence levels of blood levels for FUT to be successful thoughts. Vanna. I think we should be doing more ERAs for more people earlier. And we're now going to be working also with Cooper Genomics and the ERP. So we're excited about that one. But don't forget laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, looking for endo and inflammation. Dr. Condrup in Sarasota, probably starting in July, is going to start doing surgeries for us down there. He's going to be on our team. So we're really, really, really excited about that. And so that's going to be really good. Kiana, hello to you. And Tiffany, hello. How long a list? Let's see, that moves fast. Embryo adoption, is it more successful than IVF for 40s? Embryo adoption, maybe, but I've seen plenty of 40-year-olds have babies. So take a look at our book on Amazon, the Family Building Guide. You get a lot there for sure. Let's see, 2222, hello. Let's see, it's like they keep on moving up and down, and I got to follow them. Natalie, let's see, Snoozy Chrissy, hello. Anna Velez, they're a Crystal Jealous, appointment in June. Anna, we're really working to add more team members, and we're so busy, but we want to make sure we're able to take care of the people in front of us and not, be too busy that we can't focus on you. This week, I'm doing a ton of follow-ups this week, and really grateful for Dr. Corley, amazing, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Chang, and I'm not even mentioning everyone right now, but all of us together, you guys are working with us together to help get the success you want. That's really it, okay? Let's see, small ovaries. Danita, depends on the AMH and FSH, but look at Kiltz's keto lifestyle. Get rid of the inflammation in your body. It's there in all of us, right? We want to reduce the inflammation. It's so critical to our health and wellness. And check out Kiltz's keto lifestyle. It really works. Let's see. Oh, tomorrow is my egg retrieval that administered the trigger shot early this morning, taking Norco and Valium 1.5 before the procedure. Do I need stronger meds? You recommend IV anesthesia. We do cowgirl, yeehaw. We do recommend, we do anesthesia, light anesthesia. Propofol is our primary. I got to wipe my camera here, make sure that it's so clean enough. I think. But yeah, we do recommend a little light sedation. I think that is very helpful for the procedure, but you can choose not to. AIP diet. Kiltz's keto lifestyle is kick-ass. It's fasting. Kiltz's keto is an anti-inflammatory protocol, right? Lifestyle. You got to change it up. And I see so much success by changing it up, by the way. All right, let's get a question on our Facebook side. Let's see. Well, thank you, Natasha. You open and close these things with your fingers. I'm on my laptop instead of my regular camera setup because my computer decided to restart on its own. So I had to figure that one out. Let's see. Emergency right over removal favor due to torsion. Oh my God. Still hope with one ovary. Plenty of hope with one ovary. Plenty. Let's see. We'll talk to you, Susanna, in later this month. 3 years egg retrieval surrogacy. We're going to help take care of you. Remember, if you have faith, and usually I have my faith medallion here, right? Whatever your religious, spiritual beliefs are, dig deep in the power of positive thinking, because positive thinking will dig deep into the pain and it'll find the beautiful gems and jewels in the pain, right? That's the craziness, right? Painful. Well, pain pushes us to move and learn and change and do better, by the way. All right, high volume PRP. How long do the benefits from high volume PRP last? 3 to 6 months. It may be longer, all right? But it might be high volume PRP intrauterine. It might be intra-ovarian PRP. I think the intra-ovarian PRP is a little bit better for ovarian rejuvenation. But remember, pelvic rejuvenation will improve the ovarian rejuvenation. So that's where high volume intrauterine PRP comes in, along with anti-inflammatory, right? Look at Kiltz's anti-inflammatory protocols. Really, really a key. They're in the family building guide. You can either download them and get them on our website or go to Amazon for a small fee. That'll kind of help us provide more of it for more people. CP Villas, I have 4 chemicals. Okay, remember, hope less and faith more. Turn your hopelessness into faithfulness, right? And every day you have to read a good book. I read spiritual texts all the time, infinitely times through the day. And we can help with those chemicals. Those are just miscarriages. They're either bad egg, bad sperm, bad embryo, both, and a bad environment in both the sperm source and the egg uterine environment. So you got to change it up, reduce inflammation. Biggest way to reduce inflammation is Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. Again, you could download it and get it on Amazon. And it really is a game changer. But a lot of what I talk about is intermittently feasting. The longer you fast, the less inflammation is in the bowels. The inflammation in the bowels is what causes inflammation everywhere in our bodies. But it starts in the bowels. Endometriosis is a bowel disorder. It is not due to the ovaries or the uterus. It's due to the bowels, which are highly inflamed, which will help reduce miscarriages also. So take a look at that. And don't forget laparoscopy. Dr. Kondrup, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Montalto. Check out Dr. Andrea Vidalis. He's awesome, been doing these for years. Oldest patient that used their own eggs, I'm 44. Absolutely, I've had 44-year young women have babies. FSH, what do you think protocol? I recommend low-dose protocol, 10, 220, but you can do a standard, which is 225, 75, omnitrope for sure. And don't forget LDN, CBD, and omega-3 fatty acids. Molecular Fertility. We have an omega-3 fatty acid. I broke the bottle recently, so I don't have one. I've got to get one from Will. But omega-3 fatty acids will reduce inflammation. We need more fat. Fat is soap. Soap is antimicrobial. By drinking fat, eating fat, that's butter, cream, eggs. Listen, but eggs, you got to have the butter and the cream and the fatty meat. In my opinion, most chicken is lean, most fish is lean, and most meat you get at the butcher is lean. You want the fat. That's where bone marrow, bone broth, and add the cream and butter. If you're going to eat vegetables, cook them well, 1-to-1, fat to sugar, by the way. I know it doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense to me either, but it's the game changer in my opinion. All right. All right. You guys doing well. Thank you very much. Celeste, happy Sunday. CB Distillery. Yes. We had our own, but because of this craziness about selling CBD oil, but we're hoping to get it back on track through Molecular Fertility. But it really, really, really is helpful, by the way. Thanks very much for joining me. Let's see. If you get to YouTube, I'm working on YouTube. We're going to do a lot more shows coming up, a lot more in support of what you put in the mind, mindfulness. But you must believe, and I guess on the Instagram, can you read it from the back? No, I guess you can't. And on the YouTube and Facebook, you got it straight out. But listen, believing and having faith in the desire of the thing you want, that's the best way to put it. So keep on desiring, keep on being faithful in everything in your life, and don't lose faith for sure. Let's see, prenatal molecular fertility. Because of this COVID craziness and getting new, getting supplies, but we're working on it. It's coming, more's coming. So we'll have more for you coming up very soon, by the way. Let's see. Hey, is everything going okay at CNY? Missed a few lives. Okay, let's see. So number one is, I don't know, Easter, I took off, spent some time with Tia. Today, down in Florida, my computer was on the glitz. I couldn't get it, but I said, you know what? I'm going to come back and do it tonight. Let's see. Month's grant winner. Let's see. Will announce the grant winner, Morality Previdi, for sure. But we're still here, strong as can be. We've been so busy. We're working to kind of shuffle things around and build more team members. That's really the key to all of this, right? 5 millimeters, last 3 IUIs, sticking it. Add estrace. Don't forget LDN CBD and kiltz keto. You might always also do some intrauterine PRP and maybe even a little Viagra. But you might also add a little bit of gonadotropins, maybe 50 to 100 gonadotropins. If you haven't been doing with the letrozole, add that. I think it'll boost it up a little bit. And don't forget, endo, look at all the other things, but those lining is definitely an issue that we can do better by adding estrace along with the letrozole, adding some gonadotropins, but that's where PRP, Neupogen, lipids, Lovenox, and all the immune protocols will help on that tremendously. All right, 5th egg retrieval last week. Kindness and rainbows for everyone. We all need to be more kind to the person in the mirror, right? We're the person in the mirror. Love yourself, then you can emulate, put that energy out there for everyone else. Don't forget to check out my good friend Ken Berry. Check out Anders Ehrenfeld, Georgia Eid. There's so many really good things out there. Let's see. We just want you happy and healthy, maybe a selfish reasons, but still. Thank you. Listen, you guys give me such joy and happiness every single day to be able to provide and help you guys. And we got to just take care of our team members, and we got to take care of you also, by the way. Dual trigger, who is it best for? When we talk about dual trigger, there's no harm in doing a dual trigger. So if we're doing HCG with Lupron, about 36 hours before retrieval or IUI or even intercourse, and then add a second Lupron about 12 hours later. That's our typical protocol for that. But I think it helps a lot. There's no harm. Now, if you're at high risk of hyperstimulation, do not add the HCG, by the way. Hello, Abby. How you doing? 5 losses, diagnosis, Hashimoto's. So absolutely, Abby would recommend the kiltz keto lifestyle. Number 1, intermittently eating, intermittently feasting. Okay. I say longer fasting. 1 meal at night, the very best. A little snack. That's it. But Immune 3 or even Immune 4. Immune 3 adds the Neupogen, the PRP, the Neupogen, the Plaquenil, prednisone, higher dose, Lovenox, higher dose, and the level 4 adds the IVIG and the Humira. My whole point here is that Hashimoto's is just one of the earlier signs of inflammation. It's the one that gets hit in more women than you know. Men too, by the way. We should be looking at thyroid in more men too, by the way. But I believe it's just another marker of inflammation. We already know if you're infertile, if you have miscarriages, if you have Hashimoto's, if you have IBS, if you have migraines, if you have Crohn's, colitis, if you have irritable bowel, psoriasis, eczema, go down the list, it's caused by inflammation. And it's a simple 5 things. It's a radical concept, by the way. Let me do another one on the Facebook side, and I'll get over to the Instagram. Give me just 1 moment, please. Starting letrozole trigger IUI cycle, but considering timed intercourse instead. Absolutely, it works nicely. No other fertility issues. Percentage-wise, how much more likely am I going to get pregnant with IUI? The IUI bumps it up another 5 to 10% at least. If it's a lot of work and a lot of money to put all the money into this medicine and this monitoring, add an IUI. But if you're not sure, try a few with just intercourse timed. And if that doesn't work, go to the IUIs. Don't forget, laparoscopy and ovarian drilling, ovarian acupuncture. It's a little nicer, by the way. All right. Thanks for that question. Candice Olina, really appreciate you guys sharing. Where are you guys from? Share with your family and your friends. We're really working to continue to stay affordable. We've been very, very busy. I really, really apologize for the long waits, the follow-up taking longer and longer. So getting back in takes a little more time. So my team is going to do their very best for you guys to help make it a little bit better. How do we determine gonal dosage, 200 or 375? Testing, so nurse wanted higher to get more. I personally still go to lower dose. We make a family, by the way. Thank you very much for joining me. I still love the 10, 220. If not, go to 10, 320. But you can do a 225, 75. I'm not one to go to higher. Higher doesn't necessarily make more good quality eggs. So there's a lot of discussion in my team members. Remember, we're a team approach. I've got amazing nurses and practitioners been doing this for 10 to 20 years. It's quite amazing. They're really doing a great job. Suggested let's see, Bird Bash. How you doing, Bird Bash? How many egg retrievals do you suggest at 44 years young? Success, 11 antral follicles. Listen, at least 1. But if one doesn't do it, you might consider 2 to 3 banking cycles. Freeze on day 3, blast. Actually, freezing at the cleavage stage is actually day 2, 3, or 4. It can be done in any of those. They all work nicely. You can freeze at any day of the embryo's development, by the way, but typically cleavage is day 3 and blast is day 5 or 6. That's the most common. Freeze embryos or eggs to ship from one CMY to another. Embryos are still good, but if you're looking, I think it's better to make the embryos initially if you have the sperm already and you're not waiting for Mr. Sperm right? So, all right. Let's see. Dawn Marie Miller. Hello. How you doing? 1 week post-ET, progesterone is signifying that I am in my first trimester. It's 30. Those are great numbers. Anything above 10, even as high as 40 and sometimes higher than that, is still great. We keep on looking for data. there's such variability in all these numbers. It's really radical, right? So the variability is really the key to this. And so, all right, let's see. What is your guidance for travel patients with driving, flying? Amy Hucker, anyone, Amy. We have plenty of people that fly or drive. I don't know many people walking yet, but go slow. And we've had people traveling from all over the country and all over the world. We are working, Colorado's really, really getting their patience and slow to bring people. Sometimes we have to put clients off for a month or two, or put them on either Prometrium estrase or Prometrium alone, or the birth control pill. We're timing the stimulations for retrievals. The only way we're going to be able to take care of you. We're working on Atlanta opening up later in the year, and Sarasota opening up later in the year. So we're really excited about those two places. Dr. Magarelli, thank you to Dr. Mags. Awesome, amazing. Let's see. Dr. Randy Fink just joined us in Colorado, and his wife and family, really excited for them to be there and helping us do more. But we have to do it slow and easy to bring everyone in the right way, by the way. Kiltz is always known for that. Let's see. Repeat implantation failure. Danielle Torres. Is Prograf helpful for repeat implantation failure? When to start and stop it? I think starting the Prograf at the beginning of the cycle or just before. You might even start it 2 to 4 weeks ahead of time and stay on it through the positive pregnancy test, then switch over to Plaquenil. I do like the Plaquenil a little bit better, but everyone's a little different in how they tolerate these medications. But you want to start all of these medications at the beginning of the cycle in order to really master the reduction of inflammation. And don't forget, Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. It cures. Our new book is going to be Dr. Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle Cures. And it does. It's like the most radical thing you can imagine, but you can't use that, can you? I completed it. Let's see. So let's see. So I think I answered that for you, Danielle. Thank you very much for that question. Keep the questions. We're going to be, again, giving away IVFs. We're working with Metro and Integrity and Empower Pharmacy to really be bringing affordability and access to lower cost medications. That's why I love the low dose protocol. It really, really, really works well, by the way. Stacking cycle, 7 embryos rated fair to good. The last cycle was done with the donor, 0 embryos. Why does this happen? You probably tried to go to blast. Don't go to blast. Day 3, my friends, put them in on day 3. But it may mean a bad sperm, by the way. So usually if you get day 3 embryos, but they don't blast, it's a sperm issue. So Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle. And don't forget the molecular fertility supplements. I highly recommend them. They're really great. I know it's probably camera is a little bit of an issue, but for the molecular fertility female, we're changing the name of it, and I'll have to get it. But basically, it's a great prenatal and natal vitamin, by the way. And remember, add the fat. It's the soap of the bowels and the rest of the body. Remember, proteins and sugars. Remember, fruits, fibers, and vegetables are sugar. And the fiber is deadly for our body. I'm sorry. It's crazy, crazy shit. I know that. Let's see. How many embryos do you transfer at once? 1 to 2. Adam Danielle's 933. Let's see. My cycle ended up ectopic pregnancy, prevent ectopic pregnancy. Queen Patra 6632. I have to slow it down sometimes. Hyperactive attention deficit and sometimes a little OCD. I was in my painting studio this weekend, which is really good. I've got to get my downtime to recharge. Get in my pottery studio. I made a bunch of Kiltz's cups this last week. We're going to be getting them out there on Etsy. Nominal fee. We're really making it so we can continue to share ideas and thoughts for everyone, by the way. Let's see. So the way to reduce ectopics, that's a tough one. Remove the tube, reduce inflammation. There may be too much inflammation in the uterus. This is where a hysteroscopy, DNC, and maybe even ERA may be in the cards. Look at that. But sometimes you need to ligate or remove the tubes. That's the other way, but it's not perfect. The supplements. And do you suggest taking follistim in the morning and menopur in the evening? We do it once altogether, either the morning or the night, Bird Bash. My husband has a 3% morphology. IVF is only option. Absolutely not. IUI is still an option. We're going to be adding Zymot, a sperm separator that may help separate out the poor morphology more. IUI and IVF at an additional cost. I don't know if it's going to be $200 to $400 additional cost for those for either IUI or IVF, but we're working on that coming. But the male molecular fertility supplements for sure, and kiltz's keto lifestyle, 1 meal a day at night, add the fat, maybe a snack, and don't forget to get a nap. More mindfulness, and the more you fast, the more reduction in inflammation. It's really the game changer that I've learned, by the way. All right, Danielle Torres. Let's see. I already answered that. Sorry about that. Let's see. Chelsea, how can I afford IVF? All right. Number one, I am doing IVF and I can't afford IVF. That's the first thing in the mind. You have to read The Secret. And then you begin to put away $10 to $20 away every month. It's your baby bank. If you had a baby in your arms today, how much would that cost, right? You need to put the money away as if you're spending on your baby, right? We do have down payments and we have payment plans, but always see, hey, I'm winning the IVF cycle. So keep that in mind. And we're working again with Integrity and Metro and others to help us provide more affordable fertility medications for you. But believe it. This is where believe comes in, and faith. And hope is basically you want to have only positive energy. You want to visualize and put a picture on the wall of you with the baby. Whether it's IUI, IVF, or sex, or your eggs, donor eggs, or a surrogate, or donor sperm, or donor embryo, whatever it is, we're all here working together with you, for you, to get you the success you desire. Don't give up. Let's see. Can and do sometimes self-correct. I do, look at, you can do PGS all you want, but they would have probably never allowed me to get in my mother's uterus, but my mother fought for it. She would have said, put him in, because every embryo could self-correct, or maybe the test isn't 100% perfect. It may help in some ways. If you have a lot of embryos and you're trying to find the 5 better quality, both PGS tested and morphology, but look at, we're looking for the absolute answer, but it only exists, right, in God. God is the great creator of all of us, right? The energy and spiritual energy, but it's nature, whatever you want to call it. I don't believe in God. I believe in a higher power. Guess what? God, my friends. And God is what you put in the mind, and it's your thoughts. You got to read my favorite book, The 3 Magic Words. I don't have it with me here, but U.S. Anderson, read it, check it out. It's amazing. Becky Ann, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Melissa Durst, IVF only option with normal motility, but poor forward progression. Again, look at, guys, get off the tobacco, get off the treadmill, chewing stuff, get off of it, right? Alcohol, eliminate it. Remember, we're the temple. We're the most valuable, expensive, irreplaceable being ever created in the universe. Take care of this temple, this lioness and lion, the Ferrari we are, by believing that the temple is within all of us, right? That's the game change, right? So just be open to, maybe we can correct a morphology issue. Maybe it's and there's one other thing, but I didn't, let's see, where's my box? The Snowball's underwear. It's a little cooling pad for the testes. Remember, the more you sit around, I'm on a standing desk at work. I'm standing most of the day. I rarely sit, but I do take a 5-10 minute nap at least once a day, usually 5. A little meditation and prayer, really, really helpful in that. But I could say that there's lots of things we can do to improve that sperm. You can try some IUIs. It doesn't work. Try some IVF. And this is where adding the Zymot may be helpful for you. All right. We're getting over to Instagram in just 1 second. Thanks for hanging in and coming at night. And maybe I'll switch them up a little bit. Maybe at 10, maybe at night. Maybe I'll do twice a day. But I got to spend some time with Miss Tia, and had a really, really great weekend. And, sometimes I have to put this device down, put it away, and spend some time with fam, my Tia girl. And very, very blessed every day to have a partner that's very understanding of my craziness and working. All right, Razan, last RX scanner, Relix's cycle, Centrotide, any difference? I think they're the same. I think you can use either one. But thank you very much for the question and joining me today. Stellalicious 79, AMH 0.367. Will you suggest using my own eggs or a donor egg? Okay. So what can we do to improve the environment within the Ferrari? Remember, when you eat, you're filling this bucket. This bucket is full of mostly plant material, proteins, and a little fat. Remember, the fat is the soap, all right? You add a salt to the fat. It makes a soap. It becomes antimicrobial. That's the key to this body, right? Just fat. Putting fat in our body is anti. But the less frequently you eat, this is why one meal a day is critical. The more one meal a day you do, the more you reduce inflammation. Remember, the colon, right, the bowels sit next to the ovaries. They're highly damaged to the heat in the ovaries. So you really want to get rid of that, in my opinion. That's why kiltz's keto lifestyle cures every disease you could ever imagine. I think it's a game changer personally. But we certainly duo triple stems. Don't forget human growth hormone, Omnitrope, Cerevital. We're going to be coming out with our own Cerevital soon, along with getting back our CBD oil. And don't forget a little LDN, low-dose naltrexone. I like the 3 milligram dosing, and I like inositol instead of metformin. And keto, the key to your health is keto. And again, it's just a label, but it really means a low sugar environment. When you lower the sugar because you eat less frequently, you add the fat, you'll reduce inflammation. But Stellalicious, I think you can always add on donor eggs, and we have a great donor egg add-on package that we can help you with. Gabrielle Marexo, IVF success for PCOS, AMH is 13, recommend fresh or frozen. Let's see. We look forward to seeing you. I recommend frozen. Usually for PCOS, they have a high response, and it's 100% success if you have faith, meaning that it always works the way it's meant to work. Okay, depends on your age. It's going to be anywhere between 0 and 100, but on average, 30 to 40% success rate, or 20 to 40% per transfer, fresh or frozen. Those cycles, I tend to recommend a freeze-all, but it's not 100%. So we're open, and we'll look at all of those things, by the way. Let's see. All right, let me see. Saba. Let's see. How are you doing, Saba Osman? Oh, let's see. I'm waiting for the last 3 months for my first phone consultation. I look forward to talking with you. When is it at? And listen, I sometimes sound high energy, and I'm asking a lot of questions that I just want to get down when I do that phone consult. I apologize, but I'm looking for the basic story so that I can give advice in how to help you guide and direct and improve your odds. And remember, my job is to create a natural way to help you conceive and deliver a baby on your own, right? And kiltz's keto is kick-ass, the most amazing thing I've ever learned. I get to label it, right? Thanks, Sabah. All right, Brittany, Beast. Genetic carriers to embryos need to be frozen. For doing any genetic testing on an embryo, we create the embryo, take it to day 5, 6, or 7, biopsy and freeze it, send them out to Cooper Genomics for the testing. In order to then we got to wait a few weeks to get the answers. Jenny, first consult. Listen, hope always leads everything, right? Or I should say faith. Faith leads hope. But remember, hope is having only positive energy. And so I've seen so many in this world of fertility and just in medicine in general, or health and wellness, right? We look out at the world and we think, oh my God, it's terrible. But in fact, it's actually pretty remarkable, right? That we're even alive. And if you have belief and faith in the guy and the gal in all of us, right? No matter your religious belief, your spiritual belief, you're atheist, agnostic, or theist, we're all human beings. When we can look at each other and love and forgive and listen more. And I'm practicing on listening more. This is my listen twice as much as you speak. And I'm working on that one. But Jenny, we're here absolutely to help for sure. Medication protocols. Talking to someone else and see who suggests a protocol to create only one egg. I don't look at, if you're doing intercourse or IUI, 1 or 2 eggs. If you're doing IVF, 5 to 10 eggs. Okay, that's in general. Although if you have a really, really low AMH and we're maybe doing a natural or a really mini stem, you might only get 1 or 2. But I like kiltz's keto lifestyle, LDN, CBD, and inositol. We're coming out with our inositol, by the way, in a molecular fertility. And then the other it's letrozole 10, maybe 100 of gonal to 200 of gonal. You might even do the 150 or follistim. And you might mix a little bit of either HCG or Menopur in that with a Lupron HCG trigger. So, and the way to get rid of, remember, polycystic ovarian syndrome is prediabetes. It's a metabolic disorder. It's really simple. The human body, the mechanisms and function is so simple, but it's challenging for us to even believe that, right? I know. Let's see, Amber. Let's see. Oh, Josh, sent you. How long after consultation can you do retrieval? It may be 2 to 4, 6 to 8 weeks. It may be. I mean, that's more realistic right now until we get, our flow and train more docs and train more nurse practitioners and nurses and embryologists and really, with our pricing, affordability. And all of these things, we're working to get everyone in as quick as we can. But have faith, keep on learning from all the things that all of us are sharing together. The internet, Google is an amazing place to get questions answered, new ideas created, but out of the box, that's where we all need to be looking, right? Kiana, my McD said, no presence of endo, but silent endo. How do you, let's see, wait. My doctor, when I had my myomectomy, said no presence of endo. Silent endo, how do they test it? Well, silent endo means that, okay, I don't believe in this term silent endo. Silent endo is I don't have any pain or dysmenorrhea or big cysts with endometriomas. But if you look in there and see no endo, well, then you may not have obvious endo. But in actuality, it's really inflammation. Endometriosis is like eczema and psoriasis. It's just evidence of inflammation. But if you're infertile, if you have dysmenorrhea, pelvic pain, vaginismus, arthritis, psoriasis, if you have repetitive losses, bad sperm, bad eggs, bad embryos, then you have inflammation of the intra-abdominal pelvic environment, and endometriosis is just like a label that we give it. But my bet is that, again, it's you may do the Receptiva DX, but my belief is you should treat with either laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, with the antihistamine, antimicrobial, and the anti-endo, which is Orilissa, Lupron, plus letrozole for 2 months at least. And remember, 1 meal a day at night. Add the fat, cook the carbs well. If you eat the vegetables, remember, vegetables are the predators and we're the prey. They know how to kill us, how to disrupt our reproduction. They make the hormones that we got the birth control pill in the first place. That's the crazy story, right? I know it's very nuts, but all right. Let's see. Angie, Ton Morrow, hello. How you doing? Thank you for visiting. Tilted cervix cause challenges with IVF. It doesn't usually challenge the retrieval, but sometimes it may challenge the transfer. But we're pretty good at these transfers, and usually we're able to, put the legs up properly, get the speculum situated properly. Sometimes we use a special catheter to go down or up, and rarely do we have to put a little clamp on it to pull it a little bit, but that's rare. And then the other way is put you under anesthesia. And under rare cases, we do a transmyometrial transfer. But again, not just from that. Those are very, very rare cases if we ever need to do that. All right, let's get to Amber. Let's see. Oh, Dana, 41, 6 IUIs, no luck yet. Excuse me. Let's see. Had polyps, had surgery, removed them February 1st, as well as a lap. I started last week, and I'm starting acupuncture. Great. Acupuncture, massage, meditation, light therapy, all are helpful. I believe they're all great. Some may tolerate these treatments better than others. Pick one that's right for you. A lot of supplements and adding CBD to recommend. We have a consult with Dr. Mag, May 11th. Awesome. Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle. Number 1, fertile fasting. Number 2, 1 meal a day. Number 3, visualizing the mind. Actually, this should be number 1. I'm having a baby. Put a picture of yourself and a baby, your family and a baby, your partner and a baby, or yourself and a baby. Put it on the wall where you can see it, right? And that'll make it happen also. But read all of our stuff in the Family Building Guide, Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, and the Fertile Feast, all on Amazon. Either a Kindle, paperback, or we're working on the audio coming soon. But you're looking at all of this stuff that we're sharing. I've seen so many people, Dr. Kiltz, were pregnant. Once you're pregnant, stay on Kiltz's keto. 3 meals a day is deadly. 6, even deadlier. 1 meal, 1 snack. Make that meal before you go to bed. And remember, fat is the only fuel for every cell of your body except the red blood cells. They're already a battery. They've got only the energy that they can last for about 90, 120 days, and they die. Guess what? We're electromolecular, magnetic, chemical battery, and the food we eat must make ATP. The mitochondria uses acetyl-CoA from fatty acids. It doesn't use it from glucose, even in the brain. We've been brainwashed, my friends. It's kind of crazy. I know. Let's see. Alicia Marie Rodriguez. How are you doing today? Mandatory take naltrexone every day. Okay. Nothing is mandatory to Dr. Kiltz. All right. You guys own your body. I have Phil Boyle in Ireland's been using the LDN for 20, 30 years. There's a great book on Amazon. I don't know if I have it here. It's called the LDN book. I had it here recently, but who knows? Oh, here we go. Nope. It's anti-inflammatory. Look at low-dose aspirin, LDN, CBD, Kiltz's Keto Cures. That's it. It's radical and amazing. I know. I sound like an idiot, and I sound like I'm wrong because fiber is deadly for us, my friends. It's not good for us. But let's see. I would say that, but if you can't tolerate it, it's not mandatory. You can stop it, by the way. Let's see. Dr. Condrup is joining us. Thanks, Dr. Condrup, for watching. We're going to have Dr. Condrup talking about endometriosis and pelvic surgery, myomectomies. Really excited about our building right down the street on Cattleman Lane from Doctor's Hospital. So once we close on that, get it going. Oh, it's amazing. We're really, again, excited. All right, Amber. E2 levels be higher at midway or lower than when you draw a transfer. Usually drop a little bit. So lower is normal. Listen, if you have an E2 estradiol level above 100 to 200, but I've seen them lower and you do great. The progesterone is really the key there, by the way. Let's see. Delightful Jen, how you doing? A pleasure. My first FET ended in a miscarriage. For the next FET, can I transfer more than one? Maybe. I'm just going to give you a maybe, but don't forget ERA, ERP, Kiltz's Keto, laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, and level 3 or level 4 immune protocol, the Family Building Guide on Amazon. We're going to be putting a link on here so you can download it and buy it easily. So I got to work on those things for the these Facebook Lives and things. But really a pleasure, and thank you to everyone for joining me. 10 more minutes. We got a really busy week coming up. Thank you, Dr. Corley, Dr. Lutheringer, Dr. Chang, Dr. Banderjee, Dr. Grossman, Dr. Ditkoff, Dr. Verdialis. Oh, Dr. Let's see. Oh, my brain. D'Souza. Let's see. I know I'm forgetting some there, but I apologize to everyone. All right. Let's see. How can I get pregnant? Silvana. All right. Look at the Fertile Feast, Kiltz's Keto Lifestyle, and let's see. Oh, the Family Building Guide. It's all there. Number one is you got to visualize if it is, and it shall be that or better. Never, ever, 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 ever give up, my friends. That's really, really critical. All right, let's see. Why change it from low-dose HCG to Menopur? Razan, I personally believe they work equally good. HCG is lower cost than Menopur, but if it's not working with HCG, switch to Menopur. I believe they work about the same. I'm not really one to, and HCG in Menopur, the LH in Menopur comes from HCG anyway. All right. Dream, love. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are all awesome and amazing, and I believe in you. And CNY is believe in fertility, right? We believe in your fertility. That's the key. I am fertile is the mental construct for all of us. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I am healthy, wealthy, and wise, and I am fertile, right? And remember, wealth is not what's in the bank. It's what's in the soul, the heart, and what's in you, right? Someone that isn't you, can you still review? Lolash one. My team really works very similar together. They can always run it by me to see if I have any other second ideas, but a lot of the conversation here is that's where you bring some questions to me and I'm able to give you some ideas. But whether you do a low dose protocol, mini low dose is 100, high dose typically is 400. I usually add letrozole 10 with any of those plus 20 of HCG. If you're going to use gonal Menopur, Falston Menopur, then it's usually a 150-75, 225-75, or a 300-150. But, we play with these doses, by the way. I am working on listening more. When Tia talks, I got to. So, guys, remember, whoever we are, we got to listen to our partners, right? If we listen to our partners, it's better. We learn from them. And remember, it is hard. There's a lot of challenges. There's a lot of emotions, right? That's part of who we are. And sometimes you're going to yell and scream, be mad and sad. You're going to cry. You're going to be depressed and down. That's the case. Look at Kiltz's The Fertile Secret and the Fertile Spirit. And check out my Mind, Body, Smile at drkiltz.com. I'm working on sharing my mindfulness. And I did share this. These are my daily intentions and daily inspirations. Most importantly, write your own, right? Get yourself that journal. Begin to write your story. Hey, I'm suffering today. This is really hard. But now we have the Fertile Spirit with Danielle and Christine, and we're adding more to the conversation. We have Aaron in our Fertile Hope Yoga, right? And it's hard. This whole thing is hard. But remember, anyone can do easy, right? You are built for the hard stuff because those things in life that are the most valuable, my friends, they're the hardest to obtain. But remember, when you spend more time in the temple and you and get out of the amusement park, right? Get rid of alcohol. I've been off coffee now for a week. It's crazy. And do one meal, high fat. Remember, vegan, vegetarian, whatever it is, it's high fat diet, right? And it's one meal a day. That's the key. And remember, fat contains more calories than protein or carbs. It's what your body needs. It will clear it of inflammation. So, all right. Swati, do you think ovulation induction, letrozole gonal with TI is worth timed intercourse. Yes, absolutely. I think that works well. I do it. Remember, lower dose protocols, I think, really work nicely, by the way. Let's see. And thank you, everyone, and to my global team for interacting together, for helping answer questions and be supportive. Remember, we are creating a supportive family through the CNY Fertility, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, all of us together, right? And sometimes we get mad and sad, and even our team members, all of us listen and learn. We are human. We make mistakes. We're working that mistakes are minimized and that we can guide and direct and learn from all of them. Let's see. Try before IUI. Should we prime before this? Prime time with Dr. Kiltz's keto lifestyle, LDN, CBD. You might even do some human growth hormone. And don't forget, keto is the key to your fertility. I know I'm a broken record. I don't make sense, but I can tell you that the more the bowels are full, there's more inflammation. You want to give your bowels time to heal. Dr. Verdialis, it's rest and digest and rest and repair. So thank you to Dr. V for that little one. All right. Should C-section scar defects be investigated more with unexplained infertility? Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy is the thing I recommend. Most of these C-section scars are not an issue unless they contain a lot of blood that just sits in them. But that can easily be aspirated before the transfer. But I would say laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, and you might talk to someone. They might be helpful for you there. Let's see. Heather, let me get over to my Instagram. Thank you very much for hanging in with me. Couple more minutes. C-section scar. You got it on both. Thank you very much. TNF alpha medications prior to egg retrieval. Absolutely. Low-dose naltrexone, by the way, and so does CBD, and so does keto and fats reduce the inflammation. And TNF alpha is just a marker, and this is where Prograf and Plaquenil and Neupogen, all these things come in, and Humira and IVIG, helpful. Recommend TNF alpha medications prior to egg retrieval. Yes, I do. TTC baby 1. And remember, the pineapple is the king or the crown of fruits, right? I don't recommend eating a lot of the pineapple because, again, it's a fruit, but it's a symbol of fertility, right? We love all these things around us because there are symbols of our fertile lives, all our fertile lives, by the way. I hope it's coming in clearly, both on, let's see, I'm using my new MacBook Pro, which actually is a little easier than my other cameras, but I still have to use my iPad for my Instagram. Will is working on more winners. The more people who watch, the more winners we're going to have to help everyone to improve their way. Reciprocal, okay. Heather Capri, reciprocal IVF does my wife and I need to get our period at the same time, or if she gets hers first, can mine be started after to allow fresh transfer? It can be done. Sometimes we'll actually put you both on either birth control pill or Lupron birth control pill or estrogen prometrium for sure. So I think if we get you synchronized with the Lupron, and we can actually stop it and convert it to antagonists. But if you're both on estrase prometrium, and we can stop them at the most time and get you started the both time, it can work very nicely. We can often get a fresh transfer in there. Kelly A. Hillier Lamb, low, 0.03 AMH. If you have regular cycles, so remember, you're the one that can help cure the inflammation in your body. Kiltz's Keto Cure is a game changer. It's the number one thing I've seen that reduces inflammation. So this is where Omnitrope, Cerevital, CBD, the Ovarian Bloom. Let's see, I got the Ovarian Bloom here, which is the molecular fertility supplement that'll also help reduce inflammation and help rejuvenate it. Omega-3 fatty acids, DHA, DHEA, all those things will help. And remember, hold the faith. If we're not able to help you with IUI or IVF with your eggs, don't forget, consider donor eggs. And as you see, I left the I left it off tonight. Last time with Dr. Faruqi, we turned it on, but it was a little warm when I came down here tonight. But all right, Amber. Retrieval yesterday. We have 4 embryos today. Suggest a day 3. 4 or fewer, I recommend a day 3. If you're doing PGS, you got to go to blast. And I don't recommend going to blast with 4 or more unless you have another reason to do that. Robin, 29 weeks. All right, keep sharing the stories. That's so critical for all of us. We all grow, learn, and create through the stories. That's why I'm infinitely reading the stories. Oh, don't forget Maria and Craig Emmerich on Keto. We love them. Check out her website. She's helping us with some more recipes, but kiltz is keto, or the key to health and wellness, whether it's fertility or anything else. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. 1 meal a day, my friends, not 3 to 6. We're not grazing animals. We're meant to get fat easily because fat is the fuel. And then we're meant to go days and maybe weeks without eating. That sounds really difficult, doesn't it? But the more I practice it, the easier it is. Do I have a cookie or fries from time to time? Sure, but rarely. All the time. Steak, fatty, add the butter, add the cream. Little ice cream. Check out Kiltz's Keto Ice Cream. It's on YouTube. It's out there somewhere, but just get the magazine. You'll see how fun it is. All right, living with BT IVF. Balanced translocation is IVF with PGT testing, only option to have a healthy baby. I've seen plenty of couples have babies with a balanced translocation. So many family members that had the same translocation had no infertility, no miscarriages. I think there's still that simple answer. It's still metabolic disorder, high inflammation, which causes these things to get tangled up. But without the inflammation, they don't get tangled up. They don't cause a problem. It works better. We know that inflammation affects the spindle fibers and the separations of the chromosomes. By reducing inflammation, remember, microscopic, atomic level inflammation is where it's all happening. Remember, we're trying to look at it with our blind eyes, and then our science researchers tell us that they've got the answer. My friends, they don't. They're making it up too. The story is so simple. Faith trumps facts, and spirit trumps science, but let's meld them together. But it's our belief in the thing that makes the thing. That's it. Oh my God, isn't that crazy? I know. Let's see, AMH 0.35, antral follicle count 11. Absolutely, Brianna Lynn 5. All right. I don't care what your numbers look like. You're a candidate to have a baby, but you have to lead with faith first, right? And remember, a fertile Ferrari Foods, kiltz is keto. It's crazy. 1 meal, 1 snack, and cook the carbs well to simplify them. Variety is deadly, my friends. Be boring. Boring is the best way to a baby, and spices are deadly. If you put them in your eye, it's going to harm your eyes. You put them in your mouth, they find their secret way to your ovaries and testicles or somewhere else where they're going to kill your eggs, kill your sperm, or damage them. Faith over everything, right? That's it. It's so crazy. Fertile Feast helps a lot of doing keto. Check out Kiltz's Fertile Feast. It's the Ferrari fuel. That's it, my friends. Check it out. You're going to go like, oh, this doesn't make any sense. It didn't make sense to me. I'm 65. When I was 55, I went to Kiltz's keto lifestyle. I stopped exercising. I went to 1 meal a day. I eliminated fruits, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts out. No fake milks, by the way. I went personally to bacon, eggs, butter, beef, ice cream, and salt. 1 meal. Bowel bleeding stopped. I've never felt better in my life, and no exercise. Now, do I do a little of this and kind of a little of this? But I move in life. I'm being productive. I love going to work. I love working in my pottery studio, my painting studio, and I really enjoy talking with you guys. And by the way, Your fertility doctors are great and amazing. Your gynecologist, obstetrician, sometimes they may not know some things that we're sharing, or they do things differently. That doesn't mean that we're all talking different languages. We're really just kind of dancing around the same process of helping you find the success one way or another. All right. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you next Sunday. And we do love taking pictures. Do some videos. Share them out there. When you come to one of our locations, take some pictures and share them. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We want to build the knowledge for people to learn, what did you do? They don't have to even come to us, but maybe you have a little secret of something you took that maybe their doctor is not doing. LDN, that's how I learned about it. I learned from Dr. Braverman, Dr. Allen, Dr. Beer, long time ago on inflammation and how treating RP, recurrent pregnancy loss and infertility is really, really amazingly simple. All right. I'll see you guys later in the week or next Sunday. God bless you guys. Probably 10 o'clock again, but maybe I'll do 2. And carnivore is kick-ass, the most amazing thing I've ever learned. Keto is a label, but the most important thing is fasting is lasting. That is one meal or less, but it's easy to do things on a once-a-day basis, right? But remember, have faith. God bless you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Take care. Bye.